Comparing Canada to Lithuania. Some facts about Canada. In 2016, Canada's population is more than 36 million. Canada is known for maple syrup, for having more lakes than any other country, and poutine. Some facts about Lithuania. In Lithuania, people speak Lithuanian, Russian, and Polish. Religions in Lithuania are Roman Catholic, Russian Orthodox, and Protestant. And the population of Lithuania is 3.3 million. Quantity and quality of jobs in Canada. In Canada, there is a variety of available jobs. You can be anything you want. However, from June to July 2016, Canada lost more than 31,000 jobs. The lowest minimum wage in Canada is $21,736, and the highest minimum wage is $27,040 a year. Quantity and quality of jobs in Lithuania. Exports from Lithuania to countries outside the EU support almost 230,000 jobs in Lithuania. Another 25,000 Lithuanians are working jobs linked to exports from other EU countries to countries outside the EU. 18% of Lithuania depends on EU exports. Minimum wage in Lithuania is €380 an hour. Leisure in Canada. Canada's national sports are hockey and lacrosse. In the wintertime, Canadians like to go skating and tobogganing. During the summer, Canadians go to amusement parks like go around in Canada's Wonderland. And they do normal things like going to the movies, bars, and museums. Leisure in Lithuania. Lithuania's national sport is basketball, and the most popular sports in Lithuania are football, also known as soccer, rugby, and cycling. In Lithuania, for fun, people go to the zoo, museums, and visit castles. And in the wintertime, they go do winter sports like skiing and skating. Health in Canada. Healthcare in Canada is delivered through a publicly funded healthcare system, informally called Medicare, which is mostly free at the point of use and has most services provided by private entities. It is guided by the provisions of the Canada Health Act of 1984. The Canadian healthcare system is organized so that each provincial and territorial government is responsible for administering its own healthcare to its population. The life expectancy in Canada is 81 years old as of 2016, and infant mortality is 5 in 1,000 births. And the most common death in Canada is cancer. Health in Lithuania. Lithuania provides free state-funded healthcare to all citizens and registered long-term residents. Private healthcare is also available in the country. The life expectancy in Lithuania was 74 years old in 2015, and the infant mortality is 5 per 1,000 births. And the most common death in Lithuania is heart disease. Crime in Canada. The rate of police-reported crime in Canada increased in 2015 for the first time in 12 years. Physical assault continued to be the most prevalent form of violent crime in Canada in 2014, but other than that, Canada is a pretty safe country. Crime in Lithuania. Residential thefts due to open windows, unlocked doors, and weak security features are the most common crimes in Lithuania. Other than that, Lithuania is generally a safe country. Governance in Canada. Canada is under the leadership of a prime minister and under a constitutional monarchy. Governance in Lithuania. In Lithuania, there's a semi-presidential system, which means a president exists alongside a prime minister. Basic human rights in Canada. In Canada, there is a Canadian Human Rights Act. This act prohibits discrimination against race, national and ethnic origin, color, religion, age, sex, sexual orientation, and disability. Basic human rights in Lithuania. Lithuanian authorities have introduced measures to attempt resolving the problems of violence against women, trafficking, and prostitution. In 1998, the parliament adopted the law on equal opportunities for men and women. The law prohibits both direct and indirect discrimination against men and women and establishes a legal obligation of state and private institutions to implement gender equality principles in employment and education. Pollution in Canada. Air. A recent report found that Canadian companies contributed 73% more to air pollution than companies in the US. It was found that heavy metals and persistent organic pollutants were at lower levels in 2010 than in 1990. Water. Water pollution is not a major problem nationally, although it can be a source of concern in some locations. Major causes of water pollution in Canada include acid rain, groundwater contamination, and unclean wastewater. Pollution in Lithuania. Air. The main source of pollution in Lithuania is car transport, which produces 73% of the overall amount of pollutants. Water. Water pollution is one of Lithuania's most serious problems. Last year, 345 million cubic meters of wastewater that was discarded onto surface water bodies had to be cleaned, but 23% was untreated. The total amount of pollutants in wastewater has recently decreased.